the Radio Shack, Rough Rider, Road Fury. They were known as several different things, but it's basically the same truck as a QD, Tamiya, however you say that, Midnight Pumpkin. Basically the same truck that I had as a kid, and so I kind of got this on a whim, and it came damaged. The spindle is cracked, and the spindle part of the wheel is out. So now what I have to do is take this front piece off so I can get the spindle out, and I'm going to mix up some epoxy and glue that all up together, and then we will have, the biggest problem is I had to drill a hole in the wheel, and I didn't get it centered like I wanted to, but that's okay. But I just need to be able to hold that so that stays in position. There's a washer there that keeps them separated, but when I put that back in there, I need to be able to hold that so it doesn't get glued up and bound up. So that's what I'm doing today. All right, so to fix the spindle, I decided to use some of this medium Star Bond. I fixed a lot of stuff with the Star Bond stuff, and it works really well. I remember using Duro Super Glue number 5 on my old Midnight Pumpkin back in the day. Me and my grandpa even glued the gears back together using that in the rear end when the rear end exploded, and it worked well. So did this, and I've got the accelerator for it. Not sponsored by Star Bond, but if you guys use super glue at all, this is the stuff to get. It's great stuff. I use it all the time in my guitar shop, and use it all the time here at home too. So now, after this sets up and dries, I use the accelerator to help it along. But then after this sets up and dries, I will mix up a little epoxy, and I will epoxy the hole for the little axle, and get that on there. I'll probably put a O-ring or a rubber washer or something in between just to make sure that nothing gets in there and locks up that wheel. But that's what we're gonna do. Also wanted to show you, you can see their weird steering system that they got here. It's the just got the old geared type servo that skips, hits and misses when you're steering. So it sounds like gears grinding because the steering is not proportional. Now on my Midnight Pumpkin, I eventually ended up ripping all that stuff out of there and using stuff from my Blackfoot and putting that in there. We may end up upgrading this one at some point, or this one will be my Shelf Queen restoration, whatever. And I've actually got another one coming on the way from eBay that I bought that is just the chassis and body. And so I may end up hobby grading that one. I'm not sure, but all right, well, I got the spindle all glued up. I got the axle epoxied back into the spindle. So now we just wait and let that epoxy set up, and then we can put this thing back together and load it up with 9.6 volts of AA batteries and see what she'll do. All right, so we got this thing back together, and I'll show you here. The spindle's all glued up. Wheel moves freely. I still got to get the tire back all the way onto the rim, but it's no worse than the other one that's actually on the rim. It's not like these were greatly balanced anyway. So now I'm gonna do a little experiment, because I've heard that you can, if you take the side covers off here, which are just a couple screws, you can pop this battery tray out and actually fit a battery pack in there. So we're going to check that out and see if that is the truth. If that is the truth, then maybe we'll convert it to 7.4 LiPo. I don't know yet, or even just a 9.6 volt battery pack, which would make it easier than rechargeable AA's. So I learned that it can be done. I'd have to unsolder the two connections off the actual battery box and then connect them to a battery plug, but it could be done. I'm going to leave this one alone for right this moment, and I'm charging up the rechargeable batteries here, and later this afternoon we'll go put this thing to the test. I did decide to just put the red body on it for right now, and if decide to change them out, then I will. But what a cool looking truck, you know. It's unique, and nobody else around here has one, so that's kind of what I like about it. But anyway, guys, that's where we're at with this. I'll bring you back when we take it out and do some test runs. All right, here we are with the restored Radio Shack Road Fury. Grayson's driving it for the first time. Really brings back memories of my childhood. Oops. And he flipped it with a car coming. Not cool. These things have little or no suspension, so they don't do real well when you're bashing them in the dirt. It's on high.
I put it on low.
Okay, so he switched it on to low. Hopefully he got it engaged fully. I don't think you engaged it fully, but
yeah, I did.
Keep going.
I can't go.
And you're hard to keep up with, boy. These things are fun. Need to trim it a little bit. And I'm stuck.
That's what it's all about, playing with it.
We're gonna have to re-epoxy or figure out something with the wheel. Oh, bummer, dude. Well, we got carnage of 30-year-old toys. Grayson got himself unstuck. All in all, I'd say this is a lot of fun. Oh, it broke everything, so the I guess the super glue didn't hold on the spindle. Well, back to the drawing board on that one, I guess. All right, Gray, show us what your crawler can do now. I know we just did a video on it, but pretty proud of this thing. It's pretty awesome. Oh, and you're stuck. Oh, no, you're not stuck.
In every hole that I can see.
Go boy. Dang. Look at that range. I never had that before with the original stuff. Oh, you'll get it. Oh, maybe. Maybe not.
Grayson's first attempt at the steps. Oh, tumble-wumble.
Still works.
Start like 4 steps down and get some practice. There you go. Just tap it and then hit reverse. Tap it and hit reverse. Hit reverse and it'll stop bouncing. See?
Alright, now I'm gonna take it off.
One more try. All right.
I don't quit. Now I'm gonna be right here, just
All right.
to catch it.
Reverse, reverse, reverse. Oh, tumble-wumble.
All right. Well, we took the Radio Shack Road Fury out for its first bashing and found out that in cold weather, the super glue was not strong enough to hold the plastic. So my next step is going to be JB Weld, and I will get JB Weld, and if that breaks, then I guess we will try and find one that will work, or make one on my brother's mill, or do something like that. But hey, it's a 30-year-old toy that arrived broken, so the fact that it even works is pretty awesome, and it brought back memories of my childhood, seeing Grayson play with it and me getting to play with it. Grayson's crawler, that thing is doing awesome. I absolutely love this, and I kind of want to get another one just to do the same thing too. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching Iowa Budget RC Bashers. Have a great day.